Hey YouTube,
What's up? Today we are going to talk about our favorite LGBTQ characters on TV.
right now.
Is that a good idea?
Love it! One of the top shows on Fox, no less, is Empire, and you've gotta love Jamal. Not only is he like cute and gay, but he's in like such a position of power in the show. His sexuality is very well accepted in the world of Empire.
He explores his sexuality a little bit too, which I think is also important to show that we're not all just in a tiny box.
And he faces the repercussions of that too.
I think having a prominent gay black male character is a big step forward, and I hope that those types of characters continue to pop up on TV.
One show that came from YouTube and got picked up by Comedy Central, Broad City, is hilarious. It features two young women living in New York, and one of them happens to be bisexual.
And that character is Ilana Glazer. I think visibility for bisexual characters has always been an issue in the entertainment industry. And so the fact that there is a bisexual character who is one of the stars of a TV show and her bisexuality is celebrated, I think that's really crucial.
And she doesn't take any from anybody. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
One of the first really prominent trans characters was the one played by Laverne Cox, Sophia, on Orange is the New Black. Not only was she a trans character, but she's also a trans woman of color. And she's also a really interesting character as well, because the flashbacks demonstrate what her life was like before her transition, the struggles she faces as a trans woman in a woman's prison, and how the other characters react to that as well.
Her character, and kind of subsequently like Laverne Cox herself, has become such a huge icon for the world. I think that was jump-started through this show's popularity. I think we're in consensus when we agree that Connor is like our favorite right now.
But that's only because we find him sexy. If you guys don't know, we're talking about Connor from How to Get Away with Murder. I actually liked his boyfriend Oliver a lot more this season. I also like the fact that they're dealing with one of the characters being HIV positive and not dealing with it in kind of a panic-stricken type of way. Another really prominent transgender character on TV is Mara on the TV show Transparent.
I really like Mora's character, kind of dealing with an older person transitioning.
Yeah, I agree. There's some really beautiful scenes, people who are not young and sexy in their 20s or 30s having sexual relations. I think that's important too. The show definitely doesn't have any ageism when it comes to depicting love.
Modern Family, which is on ABC, has Mitch and Cam. I think it's cool to see gay men like in roles of parenthood. Despite all the dysfunctional intricacies of that show, they actually are like a family. Normalizing that is it's really cool to see.
I think that's also a show that is watched by such a wide audience. Mitch and Cam are seen by people who wouldn't necessarily get the exposure, this type of gay relationship, and it really does normalize it in a lot of ways. One of our favorite shows, which just returned for season 4, Orphan Black, features a few LGBTQ characters, but our favorite is Cosima.
She's, of the clones, the one that I would most like connect with, I think. She's like very caring and she's really smart. Actually, is she bisexual?
I think that the creators actually said she's bisexual. We all land on the spectrum somewhere.
What's wrong with me? One of our favorite gay shows that was canceled, but it's gonna be made into a movie on HBO. Looking. We loved the character Richie on that show. I think he was just like the most honest character.
He wasn't too self-involved, but he looked after himself. He also knew what he wanted, and he wasn't gonna put up with any bullshit. One of our favorite new shows on Netflix is Master of None, starring Aziz Ansari. A character that I really like that I hope develops more in season 2 is his good friend Denise. She is a lesbian. She didn't have a particularly prominent role in the first season,
but the roles that she did have, she was always very like open and honest and seemed to have like the most down-to-earth like strong wisdom.
She was one of the more functional characters on that show, and so I hope that they explore more of her relationships outside of her relationship to Aziz.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see her more on screen.
One of the newest shows that we just discovered this spring, The Real O'Neills, features what I think is a really groundbreaking character. The narrator and protagonist of that show is a teenager who is gay. His name is Kenny.
I think Kenny is especially important because he's a young character on the show and he is like the focal point of the show. The youth watching TV need a role model to look up to, and that kind of started, I think, with Kurt and Blaine on Glee.
And Brittany and Santana as well.
And now this is kind of being continued and it's being normalized, which is so good and so healthy.
I wish that we had those types of teen characters growing up. There are one or two here, like I remember Degrassi had a gay character, but for the most part, teens weren't openly gay, and especially not the main character on a TV show.
Let us know what your favorite LGBTQ+ characters are on TV.
And let us know about shows that we haven't mentioned that maybe we should check out that also feature prominent characters from our community.
Yes!
queen.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Let us know your favorite LGBTQ characters in the comments below.
And if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button.
We'll be in your box twice a week, every single week.
I'm Beep.
I'm Beep.
We have 2 beeps.
Peacing out.
Beeps out.
Beeps out.
Whoa, how sure you're swinging those? Hey, YouTube.
What's up?
Did you forget our line? Sometimes we feel Mitch and Cam from Modern Family are pretty pretty groundbreaking cocky. Like through the popularity of the show, everybody knows that. My God, this is so horrible.
I think bisexual visibility I think visibility for oh my God.
We're having a lot of problems
I know.
in this episode.